Hey guys, welcome to Oddcast, the For Nerds by Nerds show. My name is Cian. I'm here with my co-hosts Paige and Joe. Today we're actually going to share with you guys some of our games that we're excited to play that's coming out this year, 2021, as well as in 2022, because we know how gaming works right now.
Production in the time of a pandemic.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's super delayed.
Up in the air. And I mean, it's fine. Take your time. Make the game right. I can wait.
Yeah, we can definitely wait.
Look at you, Cyberpunk. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
No, and Anthem.
Yeah.
Anthem was,
But Anthem's not the same. Anthem got forced out by EA
It's true.
a generation before it was ready.
It's true. Yeah.
But
Sad face.
before we actually get started on go ahead and divulging all this information out to you guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and hit the notification. It lets us know that you're interested in stuff that we're doing, and it lets you know when we put out content similar to this and everything else that we do under the sun. So the first actually game that I want to go over with you guys is Alien Firestorm Elite. It actually comes out actually on the 24th of August, actually the 24th of this month. It comes out for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC as well. Alien Firestorm, you play a 3-man fire team. It's very similar to, I would say, like The Division and Zombie Army 4.
That's when I first saw because I just found out about this game today. I had missed it somehow. But when he showed me the video, I was like, yeah, no, that looks like The Division and Zombie Army 4. It really looks like a match between those two, but except it's a 3-man fire team instead of 4.
Yeah, 3-man fire team.
There are 3 of us here. It'll be fine.
It kind of takes place, if I'm not mistaken, it takes place, I believe, during the Aliens storyline.
I think just after. I think it's supposed to be like a direct continuation.
Yeah, of the Alien storyline. So if you've seen Aliens, Ridley Scott's Aliens, it's part of that. They added a whole lot more as far as details, a lot of similar stuff that you'll recognize from the movies, like the motion sensors, a lot of the weapon sounds, the alien sounds. Like, they've really paid a lot of detail to it. They added a shit ton more aliens. Was it like 40
There's
something?
40 unique types of aliens, which includes obviously the ones that we're familiar with from the movie.
Yep.
And then I'm guessing the Queen aliens in there too, because
At some point.
why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to show you the bosses.
Yeah, they're
There's
not.
not all of them in the trailer, so I'm sure there's plenty that they haven't shown yet.
And there are apparently unique ones that aren't part of the franchise, and I don't know if that includes like that comic book from the 90s where they were in the zoo and there were all the weird types, like the jaguar alien and the gorilla one.
They had a game that they hinted at doing that, and they never did. And I was like, I would like to
it's
see
not about
how
strategy. The Mantis one was my favorite.
Yeah, the Mantis one looked really interesting, but it looks really fun. It seems like we all know that the Alien franchise, as far as games, have not really done well. Like, there were a couple of games that we were super interested at
Isolation.
first. Isolation was, I was excited, and then it just bombed.
Well, it didn't bomb. It did all right, but then you followed up with Colonial Marines.
Colonial Marines for me I had high expectations because that literally was a direct sequel to Aliens, and it just fell apart. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it did what it did, but it did what it did.
One I'm really looking forward to, obviously, that will come to no surprise, is Horizon Forbidden West, which still says it's coming out in 2021. But we're running out of time in 2021, and
We're rolling into the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, almost, and they haven't even released the date. So I feel like if they want me to,
Yep, I did that.
I'm gonna wait for you to finish.
All right, I'll put it away.
No, fucking drink your drink, man.
I'm good.
It's just because it makes noise.
Yes, I know.
If it didn't have ice in it, I wouldn't have even have known.
Yep.
I would have just kept talking.
Yep.
Drink your goddamn drink.
I'm gonna take a sip.
At least
You ready to drink it, boy?
You ready to drink your drink, boy?
That's what I said. I'm gonna need y'all to come out with a release date so I can know when I have to pre-order because I need the special edition and I need it now.
Yeah, that $200+ special edition.
I don't care.
No, it's got to be had.
Take my money.
Absolutely.
But it looks so awesome. Like, just watch it. I can't tell you anything more than there's already there. I mean,
is it a PlayStation exclusive or no? Is it on Xbox?
No, it's not. It's not on Xbox. It was released on PC. Years after it came out on a PlayStation, so it is a PlayStation exclusive. However, they did say it will be on the PS4 and the PS5.
Excellent.
which is good because I still don't have a PS5.
Do we know the story?
I mean, we know it's Aloy goes west to the Forbidden West, but I try not to look too much into the story because
She wants to be surprised.
I do. The story is one of my favorite parts.
We did get to see that nice gameplay trailer though
Yeah,
that
they
showed
did.
you all the new
Yeah.
combat stuff and
Yes.
all the other stuff, and then leads to CN doing something that Paige considers blasphemous, which is he's thinking of diving right into the sequel without playing the first
Without
game.
finishing the first game.
That
I
is
played
blasphemy.
it, never finished.
Utter blasphemy. He could.
I think I got overwhelmed. I think that's what happened.
Honestly, what I think happened is you didn't like the combat style because it's not. Horizon is a strategy. It is a strategy game.
Not
it is
anymore.
not a run and gun slash with your. That's not what it is.
Not anymore. It's definitely
I
that
disagree.
now.
I think that it's actually still going to keep those strategy elements where you can set
Yeah.
traps, do stuff.
Oh, of course, but from just based on the gameplay preview, it looks. That's why even I was like, "Oh,
Well,
wait,
no.
I can do this," because it looks like a attack slash.
I mean, there's plenty of attack in Horizon. There's just a certain way, and Zero Dawn. There's just a way you should go about it, and you didn't do it. And I think you got irritated.
I think I got overwhelmed
You got irritated.
You should go back and try again.
You should because it's great.
after
the
Ghost.
The story's so good. Oh, I love it. I take my money.
And a game I'm looking forward to is Diablo 4. Blizzard Activision presenting the fourth trip to Tristram, except this time, of course, we're dealing with Lilith. The gameplay looks awesome, all new classes, same system of combat, which I'm already familiar with. I loved 3, I loved 2 even more, and the re-release of that one, I think, comes out maybe next month. But 4 is on the horizon, and I think that it's going to be great. It's going to be a multiplayer game. If Diablo 3 was any indication, it means that we'll get a ported version to the PlayStation as well as to Xbox, and I'm guessing they'll probably do a Switch one as well, because why wouldn't you try to tap into that market at the same time?
I would totally play it on Switch. I'm not gonna lie. I'll definitely play it on Switch.
So I think that'll be interesting. I'd also be interested to see if they end up doing a cross-platform system, which I can definitely believe that they would do. But the game looks fantastic, and I'm super hyped about it.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be fantastic. Just based on what I saw.
Well, with the success of the first 3, there's no question that it'll be great.
All right, now the next game that I want to go over with you guys is Gotham Knights. Now, this is a game that was actually announced back in, actually this year, 2020, is when it was originally announced.
And if you haven't already seen it, we did a video on it. You should go back on our channel and
Yeah,
check
click
it out.
right here. Yes, right here. I had to think about it. Click right here if you haven't watched our video, our review on it. But yeah, it was announced back in 2020. It's supposed to came out this year, and of course it got pushed back to 2022. I'm so excited to play it. You're playing Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and I believe Red Hood. Yes, and Red Hood. So apparently the storyline takes place. Batman is dead, and his apprentices are pretty much trying to now control Gotham because it's gone out of control. Batman's dead. All these assholes are out now, and it looks really good. I really like Robin's teleportation type ability that he's at, like he did in the previews that we saw. But it's definitely a game that I'm still looking forward to. It's been over a year, so.
Well, I liked that they had the different perspectives. I think if you play it from one of the characters, you have a different story than if you play it through another one, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of like they web together. So
Yeah.
and it is multiplayer, so you can play with your friends. I believe only non-LAN. You can only play online. So, and each character does have unique abilities, and apparently they even have cross-combat abilities. So depending on the 2 characters or 3 or 4 that you're playing with, they can actually their attacks can work together. So
Fusion attacks?
like a fusion attack. So it's gonna be dope. I'm stoked.
Cool. One of the ones that I'm rather excited about doesn't actually have a release date. Not even a little bit. I don't even know. It may not even come out until 2023. But you know what? I don't care. Frostpunk 2.
Yep.
It is a PC game. It is a post-apocalyptic strategy, city builder, resource management, survival game. And I love the first game. The first game, I have a lot of hours in that game. It's so much fun. It has been it started as a PC game, but it ported over to all the consoles. Well, I don't think it's on the Switch, but it's on Xbox and PlayStation. But it's If you like resource management or city building games, please check it out. It's so good. It's honestly one of my favorites, and I play a lot of them.
And also, we also talk about a lot about the resource management games. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and click right here or wait until the end and you'll be able to find it.
You are shameless.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
But they just announced, I think this week, that Frostpunk 2 is in development. And it's going to... One of the reasons I like Frostpunk so much is it's so complex. There's a lot of layers and balancing that you have to do to be able to survive and create and go through the challenges that each different one gives you. And I'm so excited for Frostpunk 2 because in the description it says it's going to be even more complex. And I'm so excited. So excited.
Just what you need, more complex.
Yes.
Are you looking for the point, Joe?
I need some more strategy.
Did you play the first one at all?
I did. I played it on the PS4, and
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I own it. I just haven't gone back to it because it's a little bit unwieldy. At least when I tried to play it, it was.
You know, it is. I couldn't imagine not playing it on the PC because there's a lot of integral parts and having to scroll through to get to the right thing. I feel like that would really suck. So, yeah, I recommend it on the PC. But if you can't and you really want to, still play it because it's great.
Absolutely. So another game that I'm looking forward to, and I know I'm not alone, is the next Pokemon, the next set of Pokemon games to come out, and that is Pokemon Legends. I'm never going to get this guy's name right. I think it's Arceus. It takes place 100 years ago, so in the past. However, this one is a fully three-dimensional game. So it is an open-world RPG. You wander around. It looks awesome. Make me the trainer, put me out in the field, and let me catch things. And then I'm guessing it's going to operate on for those of you who played the game Digimon, the first one on PlayStation,
oh god,
you'll get to have your Pokemon out in the field with you, and then it would engage in combat with other Pokemon, obviously keeping in the trend of all the Pokemon games. And then, of course, you capture them, and, of course, there's a story that they haven't gotten much into yet, other than it definitely involves the legendary Pokemon. And again, I think it's Arceus, but I'm not 100% on that, because he's in the last game, and I have not played that one.
Yeah, I didn't finish that last one either.
All right, now the next one I want to go over with you guys is, for myself, is a game that I currently actually have. It's actually already out. It's Resident Evil 8. I haven't played it yet. I really want to play it. I have it for the PS5, and as we've said many a times in our shows, we don't have it yet.
I feel like we might as well just throw it in there that the backlog of stuff is high on our list of what we want to play.
It's something we already have.
Because we're sitting on a pile, and we continue to grow our pile now of PS5 games, just waiting until we can get the PlayStation 5 to play them.
I'm hoping maybe this holiday season, but anyways, Resident Evil 8, really want to play it. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, going all the way back to my very first Resident Evil game, which is Resident Evil 2. But fantastic, great reviews, a lot of mods for the people who are modding them on the PC or whatnot, which is, I think, is a little ridiculous. But
mods make it fun. After you play the game for a while, getting a good mod in there kind of helps shake it up and
not when
reinvigorates the game.
Not when you're turning the villain into wearing lingerie and stuff like that because of her character, but
I mean, are you really complaining about seeing a woman in lingerie?
Kind of.
You do you.
But I'm really excited to play it. It seems like it has a lot of story, a little bit more. I thought it was going to be weird because it didn't seem like a Resident Evil game, but it's something I'm excited to see, so that's one of mine.
Mine, unfortunately, is only on the PS5, so I'm still going to have to wait. But it's not out yet. Deathloop, it doesn't come out until September 14th.
Yes.
And it looks so cool.
Did it get pushed back?
No, it says its release date.
Oh, okay.
But I love the concept of having to change how you do things to get to the next point, that if you go here, this is going to happen, and you'll get this guy taken out here, so then he's not here, so then it changes. I love how interconnected the story arc is, and how many, there'll be little Easter eggs to find that'll help you move forward in different parts. It's just, I feel like the replayability of this game, well, that's not true. The constant playability of this game.
Yeah, I was about to say the constant replayability.
The perpetual playability of this game until you can get it to its completion is going to keep me entertained for quite a while.
And of course, you have the second player aspect, as well as the continuation of Arcane Studios' Dishonored style of combat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time, and I cannot wait to play that game.
The other player is the part that's got me. I'm like, there to mess people up. I can make it happen. And then mine is, I'm going back to the PC. Sorry, guys. apparently I decided to go with PC games this time, and that is Age of Empires 4. I'm a big fan of RTSs, and this is a return to the classic style of Age of Empires from Age of Empires 2, not to be confused with the weird resource management sending back to a capital thing from Age of Empires 3, which was a huge departure from the first and second one.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what they bring into it. I have seen a little bit of gameplay, and it's pretty interesting to watch how the AI interacts with itself, and of course the development of technologies as you guide your civilization through the ages in a real fast-paced environment of combat. And of course, now that I've watched enough StarCraft 2, I think I have a much firmer grasp as to how RTSs should actually be manned up.
Yeah, I mean, I used to not like real-time strategy, but it's one of my favorites now. I guess because I'm older, but... And the last game we want to go over with you guys is God of War Ragnarok. Now, yeah, boy. Now, this game actually has been announced, but there's been no release date. There's actually hasn't really been any information about
There's been a teaser.
We only
There's a
know,
teaser image.
Yeah. And that was all I needed.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
The only thing
Make
we
it
know
happen.
is Ragnarok. So obviously, Kratos ends up in Viking territory at some point in time. So we don't know.
He was already there.
Yeah, but...
Didn't you play the first one?
No, I did. But what I'm saying is that he actually... I think he goes more into their world.
So...
See, he doesn't know. See? I told you, he doesn't know!
This one is going to be essentially the end of the Norse world, which we already kind of knew was going to happen, because anywhere where you put Kratos, there's going to be the death of gods, and that's where we're at. The World Serpent was in the first one, and then...
This is going to be basically how it's going to end.
Well, we don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played the first game.
You still have the entire Norse pantheon. I'm interested to see exactly where it goes. We do know that in the actual Legend of Ragnarok, some of the gods do escape and live, so Kratos can technically kill half their pantheon and leave, because he still has a mess to clean up in Greece.
I mean, he did it before.
He has a mess to clean up everywhere.
Yep, he has definitely left a mess, which is where God of War picks up. So seeing where Ragnarok goes with the fall of Valhalla will be interesting. So much like Kratos bringing an end to the gods, that is the end of our video. We appreciate your time. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and be notified the next time that we have a video coming up. Otherwise, stay safe out there, guys, and continue to play.
Later.